Hi, this is Kyla from Hidden Gems Literary Emporium. Today we have Dylan,
Hey, I'm Dylan.
aka the College Cuber. First of all, how'd you come up with that name?
I am still in college. I attend Rutgers University and I play with Rubik's Cube, so I'm a college cuber. I actually also have, we'll talk about it later, but I also have like a different business called the College Cleaners. So I'm kind of
Ooh,
just like the college man.
college dude.
Yeah, the college dude.
Oh, and how old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
Oh, okay. Um, okay. For those of you who don't know, Dylan makes these amazing portraits using Rubik's cubes. So my first question is, have you, when you were a child, did you used to play with Rubik's cubes?
Yeah, so I first learned how to solve Rubik's Cube. I talk about this all the time. But my older brother, we had like a cube around the house. And, we're both trying it. It's like, yo, this is pointless. We're never gonna figure it out. So we made like a little bet. I'm 10 years old at the time, so we played video games a lot. And he's like, yo, if you could figure it out, you have like a week to do it. I'll buy you a new video game. I'm like, all right, so I'll figure it out. Go on YouTube, a whole lot of practice. A week later, I figured it out, and I was into it for like a little while. I was into it maybe for like a couple months, and then you just like fall off because it's just like it's the same thing over and over.
Right.
Since I was 10 years old, I like didn't mess with it until maybe in high school a little bit. Picked it up, put it back down. I was like, oh, I still got it. And recently is when I first started in April. That was the first time I ever tried to make a mosaic out of Rubik's cubes.
Hmm.
But
Okay, so the first time that you made your first portrait, how did you decide who you were going to make?
yeah, that's perfect. So I'm a huge sports fan. I love basketball. Basketball is definitely my favorite sport, and my favorite player is Luka Doncic. I used to only have one jersey ever,
Really?
and my first and only ever jersey was Luka Doncic, and I admire him so much because he's like the same age as me, and he's in the NBA, fighting against the best. So I really admire him, and I actually love Mark Cuban too. I'm into business, and I love Mark Cuban, so I love the Mavs, and I love Luka Doncic. It just seemed fitting, and I had his jersey, like I said, so I wore my jersey. I was really happy about that, and that was my first video, and that was my first attempt. It was recorded. My first attempt ever.
Really?
Yeah, it was recorded, and it's on my social media.
Wow. So if you scroll all the way at the bottom, you'll see it. Hmm.
My first try ever.
Have you ever tried to do a portrait of someone in your family?
Yeah, I do on my computer. I like do like tests. I've done tests like for fun, but I've never created anything except for like celebrities and athletes.
Was there a day, like one day in particular, where you felt like, okay, this is really, the ball is rolling, or was it like over time, like baby steps?
Yeah, very early on, I did get attention pretty quickly. I got like some verified, like on my TikTok specifically. I got some verified accounts, some teams, and it was just for fun at first. And I was like, wow, this is pretty hilarious. Like, yo, my friends, like I'm telling my friends, I'm like, yo, look, all of our basketball teams, they're all like commenting on my social media. Um, but when I started to realize, actually, okay, I think I could pinpoint a day. When I started to realize it was something more was when the Detroit Pistons, they actually reached out to me and asked to purchase a very small piece. They said, "Can you make like we go to these like business meetings with our like whatever higher ups, and we always bring them gifts. Do you think you could send us a gift
Oh wow.
in the mail?" So I was like, "Yeah, of course I could do that," and that happened on accident. Like I didn't pitch anything, I didn't ask anything. I just made my video and they asked me. So I'm like, if people are asking me, maybe if I ask people, like maybe I could do something about it. So that's when I started realizing, and ever since that time, that's when the social media started kicking up. Like, that's when I stopped trying to make like trying to think about what to make, and I kind of just had to follow the demand because I got flooded with requests. Like in the beginning, it was like, oh, like who should I make? Let me think about it. But no, now it's like you have a list. Like you just gotta go down the list.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which platform, social media platform, would you say got what you do out there the most?
Yeah, definitely TikTok. 100%.
Really?
Yeah, 110% TikTok definitely is the reason I do what I do. Especially because TikTok's awesome because like the engagement is just a lot more like it's a lot higher and the organic reach is a lot higher than any other platform in my opinion. But as of recently, Instagram has been doing really good numbers for me. My TikTok numbers aren't doing so well, but the TikTok always has that like those people that you would never expect. They're always on. Like they always comment, they always like my videos. But Instagram usually does like they do better numbers for now. I don't know. TikTok's like annoying because you never know. It's like a hit or miss.
Yeah.
But
someone told us to make a TikTok account.
No, you definitely should.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, you got to. It's like it like reaches the people you wouldn't expect, and Instagram is the consistency.
Yeah.
So if you bring the numbers and the people from TikTok, you slide them over to Instagram, and then it brings consistency. So you have like the best of both.
Yeah, it's just like another thing to do.
No, I know it's annoying, but you just do the same because whatever you post on Instagram, you just post on TikTok. Well, videos wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, not pictures, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
What size is what size are your pieces? Like, are they this big?
Yeah, I'll explain. No, they're definitely smaller than this.
Oh, okay.
They're about like dimensions wise, it's about 3 feet by like 5 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, like 3 by 5 and a half. It's 20 cubes by 28, whatever those numbers come out to be. It's 560 cubes. And they take me about 3 hours to complete. Like very consistently, like all the time.
And you buy all the cubes, right?
I buy all the cubes. I have tons of cubes.
Do you use Amazon?
Yeah, I do use Amazon. And very early on, I used like China, but China just takes way too long.
Yeah.
So now I just use Amazon.
Do you have a storage unit for all of your cubes, or do you keep in your garage?
Yeah, my basement. Yeah, my basement. That's like my dome, like my little man cave.
Oh, okay.
I have like lights and like a mat and all my stuff. And then I have like big boxes of like I have like thousands of cubes. You have no idea. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like.
Have you ever taken a picture of you in front of all those cubes?
I still have them like boxed up.
Oh.
Like they're just like inventory. I just have them like sitting on the side. I never touched it, never opened it, but you could see like the boxes. Like I have huge boxes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does your family think about this?
Yeah, my mom's always funny. I don't like to disrespect my mom too much, but very early on, my mom's from Trinidad.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's like foreign. She came here when she was 19. So hearing something like this, like mom, I'm about to buy a bunch of Rubik's cubes, she definitely had something to say, So yeah, my mom didn't like it like early on. She told me, especially like money's tight, especially when we're in college. So I'm like, I'm gonna drop a couple $1,000 on some Rubik's cubes to make some videos. So she's like, you're out of your mind. Like you're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. And I'm like, all right, mom. Whatever, like I don't care what you said. I did it. Now my mom's my biggest fan. Yeah. Now she's my biggest fan. She tells everyone on the block about me. Yeah, she loves it. She definitely loves it. I only live with my mom. Yeah, I have 2 brothers too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do your brothers do Rubik's Cube things?
Nah, I tried to get my little brother. My little brother's 10 years old, but the generations are different. So like,
true.
Yeah, he's very into his iPad and stuff like that. He's nothing like me. Yeah, I tried to get him into Legos, for like hands-on things. Yeah. He's just not with it. My older brother, he's a huge influence on me. He's like the business guy. So any like type of interactions I have, he's my advice. He's my.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he helps me out.
It's important that when we create these types of things, we try and involve our family as much as possible. Sure. Like even with the bookstore, we look forward to our son. Maybe in 4 or 5 years, sitting down with you and conducting this interview, and people being, pleasantly surprised that a 5-year-old is as articulate as he is.
Yeah, of course, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say someone was like, "I need you to create an entire mural on the side of a building."
Yep.
You could do that.
I could do that. I could definitely do that.
How many cubes would you need for that?
Well, it just depends how large. Because the cubes have, fixed dimensions, so it's just like however big you want. It's actually cool because I'm a Rubik's Cube artist, like technically, but like in reality, I'm just a pixel artist. So I could do anything. I could use anything. Like if you have books, I'll make a mural out of books. If you have.
Could you really do that?
Yeah, I could really do that.
But they all have to be the same color?
No, we pick an image and they could be any color actually. So
really?
Yeah, they could be any color, but you have to like, we'd have to like think about it.
Yeah, that'd be.
You gotta consider cost and stuff like that. Because you're never gonna see these books again. Yeah. But no, seriously, I could use anything. I could use rose petals, candies, gum, like anything
Oh,
colorful.
that's insane.
Yeah, anything colorful, like small colorful things, like Starburst. I use Starburst, anything I want. But I just use Rubik's cubes because there's like a skill factor to it,
Right.
and it's like amazing to see.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm just like putting candies, it's not cool.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. That's not cool. But it looks cool, like the finished product. So if I were to sell something like that, like if I were to do something on the wall, I mean, I could use paint too if I wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just not fun. Like, you're just gonna see me going like this. It's boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you actually see me like hand fix every single cube, it's just like a double wow.
Yeah, that is a super, super duper wow.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to solve one Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, one Rubik's cube. I'm not as fast as like you probably heard or think. Like I know people solve like 15, 20 seconds. I'm like I follow the community of Rubik, so like I know about all those fast people. I'm not a speed cuber, so I'm definitely not that fast. I'm about like maybe like a little over a minute, maybe like 70 seconds or so. Which is very not like that's not even impressive. But
It's not?
Yeah, that's not impressive. That's like all right. Like for the amount of effort I put into it, it's like not that impressive. But the thing is like I don't practice speed.
Okay.
It's like I'm not a sprinter. I run the marathon, so
True.
so like I'm not good at the sprints. But yeah, I do it for a lot longer than anyone else can. Like my longest piece ever, 16 hours straight. Yeah.
Did you sleep?
No, I didn't sleep.
Did you eat?
I did eat once. Yeah.
Did you use the bathroom?
Yeah, probably once too. But yeah, 16 hours was crazy. I have videos on my social media too. It's cool.
Do you have a Rubik's Cube in your bag?
Yeah, I have brand new ones too.
I can't even remember the last time I touched one, honestly. It's probably been, the last time I played with one was probably definitely over 15 years ago.
Yep. Well, these aren't branded Rubik's cubes. These are my cubes.
What do you mean your cubes?
Yeah, like they're these are the ones I use for my videos. They're not branded Rubik's for two reasons. Because I'm not sponsored by Rubik's as of yet.
Oh,
and
make that clear. Okay.
Yeah, not sponsored by Rubik's. These are just cube art.
Cube art.
Yeah, it's
okay.
cube art. And also my cubes are better. That's the second reason.
Why are they better?
They're much smoother. Like
I was gonna say that they do feel very smooth.
Yeah, a real this is fresh out the box, and it's very very smooth compared to Rubik's. Even like after you break them in, they're still very slow and very like rigid.
No, they do, and I remember that.
Yeah,
from
these
back
are like
in the day.
these are awesome. These are my cubes. But yeah, you know how to solve them?
No.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, you probably look that up, right?
Yeah, but it'll take a while. It's tough because it's like every single time is different, so you just gotta follow like the same sequence.
Yeah, and then at a certain point, I feel like I'm just messing it up more.
Yeah.
Does that happen at a certain point?
No, you have to like that's how you solve it. You literally have to mess it up like step by step.
Okay, so when I get a row, because this already happened 3 times, I have a row of the same color. Am I on the right track? Or
okay,
am I
so I'll explain to you how I'll solve it and explain how it works.
Okay.
So I was doing the white side, but I'll start over. So the first step, which is like I know I'm just gonna make it seem easy, but you have to solve one side. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, one whole side. But the thing about solving one side is like people just I'll show you what I'm talking about. But like solving one side is not like get all the colors the same color. That's not the definition of solving one side. Solving one side is getting all the colors the same color and all the sides the same color. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So some basic Rubik's Cube knowledge right here. Every centerpiece is the color of the side.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is going to be the yellow side no matter what. This is going to be the red side. This is going to be the blue side. This is going to be orange and green. You see how we're not lined up?
Yeah.
So we're going to line them up. Okay. So now we're on the right side. And the whole face is white, but also all the sides of this the correct color. So this is solving one side.
Okay, wait, let me repeat this to make sure I know.
Yeah.
So, okay, yes, the center color is the color.
Yeah, so that's
solving one side is like, it has to be the top?
Yeah. So solving one side, I made the whole thing white. That one side solved. But people just like, you could like mix these up. Like I could put this here and technically one side is solved. You see how like it's yellow, it's all white, but it's not solved because this is messed up. So you gotta put them in the right spot and have the right colors everywhere. So this is one side solved. This is like the first step. There's like 3. The way they solve Rubik's cubes, you solve the first layer, and then you solve the middle layer, and then you solve the last layer. Like they do it by layers. They don't really do it by sides. Yeah. So here's the next step. This is 2 sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 sides means 2 rows.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 2 layers. This is the second step.
Okay.
It's 2 layers solved. So now you have to solve the last layer. Obviously, I'm not going to solve this last layer without messing everything else up.
Exactly.
So yeah, but there's like, they call them algorithms or whatever. There's algorithms for each part, but this last part is like the most difficult. Like I would say I'm about 50% done, even though it looks like I'm close to done.
Wow.
So yeah, then there's like a bunch of other steps. Like for example, what I just did right there. Before it was like only like this little boomerang, and now I have a cross. Like that's like one of the crucial steps I need to do. So the next thing is like you have to like line up. You know, there's like a whole bunch of things. You're definitely not gonna follow what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But see, like now my cross has the colors lined up in the middle.
Right.
So now the only problem is the corner pieces.
Yeah.
The only thing that's out of place are these corner pieces, because like they're not even lined up. So now I gotta fix the corner pieces. So like see, like this corner piece is the right one. See, that's yellow, green, and red.
Yeah.
So this is yellow, green, and orange. I mean, not red. So, but now the other ones aren't in the right spot. But now they are in the right spot right after this step right here. See, like now they're in the right spot.
Yeah.
And now you just gotta shape shift them. Like you just gotta like rotate them. And I'm done. Yeah. So there's like steps, you know. There's technique to it, but yeah, it's a whole process.
I should teach this to my son.
Yeah, you should.
Because if you start that too.
No, yeah, seriously. I try to teach my little brother, but he's just not into it.
Yeah, we always talk about, you know, the younger generations,
Yeah.
and we always try to get them to do,
Hands-on.
yeah. We should bring you in for a class and maybe encourage like young people to just touch things and like, play with things and stuff like that. This is quite interesting. Do you have an ultimate goal with cubing things?
Yeah. So as of right now, especially social media, I try to push like the sports industry. Like that's my market or whatever. I've actually got my artwork in a couple stadiums, but my goal is to like literally have my artwork across all stadiums. Like if you enter a stadium, I want you to have the expectation
to see yourself.
That my work will be there.
And
that's my end goal.
Wow. I feel like you're closer to that than you maybe. Well, do you feel like you're close to that?
No, I'm not close to it. Like percentage-wise, I'm not even. You know, I'm very low percentage-wise, but like, I think my like no one questions my skill. Like,
hey, that's the first step.
Yeah. No one questions my skill. No one has like no disrespect for me. It's kind of just like the getting them to approve, and then getting through like the steps and actually like getting paid. Like that's the hard part. If I just gave them all away for free, I promise you every single person would take it. Yeah. But like
you can't.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Let's talk about the cleaning business.
Yeah, you want to talk about my other stuff? So
yeah.
So before I was the college cuber, I was actually just a student. You know, I'm a Rutgers student.
What do you study?
Yeah, I study biomedical engineering in the School of Engineering. I'm a senior. But yeah, I was a student my whole life. I'm a first generation college student, so school was like my, that was like my dominance. You know, like I just did really well in school. But I have an older brother. It's like same mom and dad. So like that's like my true older brother, and he didn't go to college. So I see him not going to college, and I'm doing really well in school. It's kind of just like I'm just like I don't really get it, but yeah. So I tried my best. You know, like I'm just gonna go to college, bro. You do whatever you're gonna do. I really don't understand. But then as you get older, I really started to understand what he's doing. So he's really into business. He sold cars from like 19 to 22.
Wow.
And now he has his own car brokerage company that's been open for like 5 years. And he teaches me everything. He has different parts of the business. Like for example, we do exotic rentals in the summer. So throughout high school, like 17, 18, so junior years, senior years, like he really needed my help. He's like, bro, like I'm getting this off the ground. Like you really gotta help me. So when you start to help him all the time, you start to understand business. I understand what he's doing, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then throughout college too, always with my brother, he's always telling me what's going on. He's always explaining everything to me. So he really encouraged me once I got like a small capital to start my own thing, no matter what it is, whether I love it or not. Not saying don't do the thing that you don't love, but like you know, he's like just try something, and if you have to fail, just fail. But like try something. So I tried something. I started pressure washing in the summer of like 2019. So like before COVID, he has, like I said, he has a car business. So he has like this like tiny pressure washer, and I put myself on like Facebook, and I was like, hey guys, I had this pressure washer. Let me come wash your house. Yeah, and I was making really good money like as a joke. Like I was just messing around, making like really good money in my town. So he said like just take all the money that you made and just try harder. So I took all the money. I bought like a really big. I have like a big truck now. There's a nice wrap on it, and I have tons of very expensive, very professional equipment. So I started pressure washing, and I actually just started last summer. So like March, March of this year.
Wow.
And then a month later is when I started cubing.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it's my pressure washing business called College Cleaners. It was doing really well. I was making a lot of money, but I was like just still bored. And that's when I started cubing just for fun. Like I said, that was literally my hobby. Like that wasn't a business. Like the college cuber was just for fun because I already had a business that I was making money with. But yeah, that kind of just took over my life, and I kind of like pushed aside the college cleaners for now. Yeah, until next season.
All right. I mean, it's good to have multiple streams of income.
Yeah, but I don't like to get too distracted.
Sure.
I can't do too many things at once. But no, I already know my plan for that. Like I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unexpected. This was very unexpected.
It seems.
Yeah. I didn't try to get as big as I am.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, like same thing with this bookstore. So unexpected, and just even the buzz and the press before we even opened the door. It was like when these things happen, you feel and you know that you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. It's like no matter what happens or what hiccups or anything that happens, you think back on those moments. It's like I have to keep doing this, and especially when you love it.
Yeah, no, I'm having a really
It's
good time.
fun. And then when it doesn't feel like work, I'm like, this is amazing, and that's why it's so important. You know, we want to pass this. We want this to be all over the country, all over the world, and we want our children to grow into it so they could say, you know, I never had to work at a job that I didn't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, this definitely does not feel like work. It's just fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of really nice stuff, especially over there. So like the Kobe pieces, those are definitely my favorite.
His name is Kervin Andre. If you look him up on Instagram, he has these progression portraits where it literally starts with a blank canvas, and he only makes one of each piece. Yeah. Because they're so amazing.
Yeah, they are really nice. I know someone similar that I met online.
Oh, really?
He does like really nice work like that too. It's cool.
Do you get a lot of DMs?
Yeah, I get tons of DMs. My DMs are really funny.
Do you check them all?
Yeah, I check everyone's DMs.
Really?
Whoever messaged me, I always check, and I respond to like 95% of them.
Wow.
Yeah, still.
That's cool.
Yeah. But the way TikTok works actually. Something else is really cool about TikTok. If you get into TikTok, is my key advice. Is on TikTok you can only message people that follow you back. Okay.
Oh,
You're
really?
not allowed to message strangers or anything like that. So the way that I communicate with most of my teams is I very strongly encourage them to follow me back. And if they follow me back, then I know for a fact they're gonna see it, and I'm allowed to message them now. So those are the teams that I prioritize.
Right.
So something I say in my videos like, oh, if you're a sports team and you like a video, I'll put you to the top of the list if you follow me back. So I have a lot of sports teams that follow me back.
Wow.
Like really a lot. Like probably like 45 teams or something.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have like over like 90 requests. Yeah, like my percentage is pretty high. Like half the teams that see my videos, they follow me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is there a team that is not following you that you want to follow you?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely some teams. I mean, I probably can't think any off the top. Oh, actually, I'll tell you one. The Brooklyn Nets. I love the Brooklyn Nets.
They're right around the corner.
Yeah, I love the Brooklyn Nets. The New York Knicks, they follow me back. Those are my boys. They're mad cool. They Julius Randle, he signed a jersey and sent it to me.
Oh, that's nice.
But the Brooklyn Nets, I don't know. They're not messing with me right now. But I'll get to them.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. But yeah, there's tons of teams. It's crazy. Even teams and athletes, I have no idea. I have to do research a lot of times.
Wow.
Because I don't even know them. Like for example, one of my newest ones is not a team or athlete, but the Olympics come to Paris 2024.
That would be.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be one of my next videos.
No, but they need to bring you there.
No, seriously, I'm gonna suggest it to him. I know the guy, like the social media guy, so I'm gonna see
They
what I
would
can do.
love to bring you
Yeah,
there.
that'd be cool, right? That'd be awesome. I work a lot of international soccer teams too. Those are the. That's actually another thing that I like. My followers, I get a lot of followers from international soccer teams.
Oh,
So a lot of my followers are not even from the U.S.
wow, that's great.
Yeah, and it's because of these soccer teams. Like they're diehard fans, and they have
Yes,
tons of
they
followers, and they love their sport, and they love their teams. So that's why when the teams post me, their fans love me, and they love the stuff. But like sometimes in the U.S., they're like, oh, we like to keep our content exclusive to the team and stuff like that. Like I don't know, it depends.
Yeah.
But like these soccer teams are crazy. Yeah, they're crazy. So I have a bunch of like athletes that honestly I don't even know.
Wow.
Yeah, like I've never even heard of them because they're international. But yeah, it's crazy. It's fun though.
You seem to be a very positive person.
Yeah, of course.
Do you ever get discouraged?
What with this specifically, or
No.
just in general? I mean, I'm sure everyone gets discouraged.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I have a lot of confidence in myself.
That's
I'm just, I don't know. Like you said, like it's good to have goals and stuff, but I kind of just like go with the flow and
Word.
yeah, and just like hope for the best and just let opportunities present themselves to me. I try my best because I know, like I said, I'm a businessman. I know you have to really like put yourself out there and reach out to people, but honestly, I haven't been doing that too much because people just keep coming to me. Yeah, like seriously, like people really just hit me up, and that's how I get a lot of my business.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I have to start like sending cold emails or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time. Like
It does.
it's something to add to the list of things to do.
Yo. Yeah, seriously. But you know what? The same thing with this bookstore. It's like we didn't really have to do much of anything. Everyone found us on Instagram, Facebook, from a news article, and they call us. They call all of these people. We didn't reach out to any of these people. They all found us. I feel like stuff like that happens when you're like I said before, doing the right thing. You're on the right path. And it's like
Like I really focused instead of like, especially very early on. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I don't have to worry too much. But very early on, I was just like trying to like establish my credibility. Like in the beginning when I have like 4 or 5 videos and I haven't worked with anybody, I'm just kind of like a wannabe. But now, I have like 55 videos, all professional sports teams, and I have tons of live events that I've done, tons of artwork that I've sold, and like, crazy pieces that I've never done before, and I'll never do again.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's getting crazy. Like especially when people start reaching out to me that aren't in the sports world, that's like when it's like kind of funny.
Right.
Yeah, like I worked with,
Like me.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, well, it makes more sense though because I'm also an artist at the same time. I'm an artist and a sports enthusiast or whatever. But like for example, I worked with Subaru last weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was at a Subaru dealership and I built like the Subaru logo for an autism awareness event.
Wow.
So yeah, those autistic kids, they loved the cubes. They were like jumping them like it was a ball pit.
Wow.
They were having a good time. So like people really just find like a way to connect it to their organization, like however it is. But in general, it's just like good vibes. Like people, especially when you see me sitting there, I have like a setup and I have like little cubes that I give out. Like the kids be coming up.
Nice.
I let like the little kids help me out, like making it. Yeah. And I let the kid, he like finished the piece, like the last cube, I gave it to one of the autistic kids and they like put it up and finished the piece and it was like a big moment, it was clapping and stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do a lot of things.
Yeah. Your art makes people feel good.
Yeah, exactly. Brings people together.
It does bring people together. Yeah. And it makes people remember their childhood. Yeah. Like I honestly, the last time I touched one of these was when I was a kid.
Yeah, especially, it's cool because like, whatever, this applies to like my generation. Because like this is like goes hand in hand with like Legos and stuff. Like everyone my age, I feel like tried a Rubik's Cube. But even like the older generations is when like Rubik's came out. Like my mom, she always be like, oh, I remember when nobody knew what the heck was going on, nobody could solve it. And you hear people like when I'm working, I hear people saying like talking about it. They're like, oh yeah, I remember whatever year it was, like 86 or something. Is like I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so like the older people love it, the younger kids love it, and the kids definitely love it. Like, and anyone who just likes art like loves it. It's not applies to a bunch of people. Sports people love it, so I don't know.
I made a tea for true.
Yeah, it's good. It's like one of the steps.
Really?
Yeah.
It takes practice. This is a good hobby to have to relieve stress if you don't put pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Another cheat for true. Yeah, his is finished, mine's not, obviously. Do you like to read?
I actually used to read when I lived on campus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but since I've been home with this digital world, I haven't read in a long time. But I do read like I'm not gonna lie, I don't read like for enjoyment. I read for knowledge, like for knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for information.
Mm-hmm.
So like I read like business books and stuff like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's a great thing to read.
yeah. But I haven't read in a while. I read like slow. That's why I like read that slow. Yeah, like I like reread lines like 3 times to make sure I know what's going on because I'm not fast.
Would you say you're a good public speaker?
Yeah, I have no fears. Like, I don't care. Like I've talked in front of stadiums, like
Yeah, that's what's up.
yeah. Especially if I know, like if I know in advance, like yo, you're gonna do something, I have no fear at all.
Yeah.
If I have to like wing it, maybe like a little bit, it's like I don't know what I'm gonna say, but yeah.
That comes with confidence too.
Yeah.
You know. You should do the Mark conference.
Yeah, I should. I was talking to Reba. My son.
Oh yeah, duh.
I'm actually gonna go see her later today.
Really?
Yeah, she lives on College Ave somewhere.
Oh.
But yeah, I wanna go see what she has to say. She said she spoke at it, right? She's a speaker. I don't really know how it works. Like I don't really know what goes on.
You should ask her and see if there's some slots.
No, yeah, seriously.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, of course. Anytime.
One more question.
Yeah.
If you only had one sentence to encourage someone, like a young person who had a dream, but maybe their parents didn't support it, what would you say?
You need to be different and try new things. You can't do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what catches attention. And you're just different.
Yeah. So be yourself, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, what's your Instagram? At the College Cuber?
You know, at the College Cuber, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I don't have Facebook.
Oh, really?
I have like a Dylan Sadiq Facebook, but not a College Cuber Facebook.
Are we promoting your cleaning business right now or not right now?
Oh no, it's in sleep mode right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not in season.
Hit him up later.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.